Alright, you too. How's it going? So, here we are. We're on a Thursday morning, 9:34, 9:23 in the morning. And we're going to pull some quick videos here to see what's going on in the markets. Going to show you guys a couple things. So, we got into a trade yesterday. We made 35 points on that, and that was pretty successful. Now, what's going to happen in the market? Oh, we're not going to sit here and talk about what is and what isn't, because none of that really matters. It does not matter, because we can sit here and talk about it all day long. If the market doesn't move, it's obviously not going to go in that direction. So you can't say here if the news reports come out today, tomorrow, next week, that we're going to have this upward movement or we're going to have this downward movement. Right now, it seems that the trend is up. We may see some higher price on the market. Whether that'll happen today or not, I don't know. As what we've seen in the past few days, from Thursday last week up until today, so we're looking at some fairly decent upward movement here. Right now, if this right here does what it did do here, we're looking at that particular time that this is going to continue going up. Right now, I'm in a sell position, and I think this is going to play out to be a sideways conditions for the rest of this week, for today and tomorrow. I don't think we're really going to get an upward movement out of this and break above the 5K mark and make a newer all-time highs. I don't think that's going to happen right yet. I think that's probably going to more likely happen next week if it starts to show some head and shoulders. I think at this particular point, because of last week, I think we're going to see some head and shoulders situation where it's going to try to break out and go higher, but I think at some point it's going to retract and it's going to start falling. That's just my opinion. That's what I think. That's not 100% sure. So don't try to sell it now. Get your indicators in order. Figure out where things are going to go, and figure out if the trade is going to be optimal for you to get in at this particular time. So we know last week we had some troubles there, and here we've got some scenarios that I got into a trade and we made 35 points. And here I've gotten into a trade almost, I do believe it was right at the same time that the take profit for the buy, and now it triggered the sell position at the top of this candlestick here, or it happened over here, one of the two. So what are we looking at right now? Currently, let's just zoom in a little bit more here so we can get some accurate situations. So we're going to draw a shape here. We're going to draw our inside bar rectangle. So we've got this area here, some consolidation here. We're going to go ahead and put this all the way over, just show you guys what to do. And it did not do what it was supposed to do. Okay. One second. Okay, sorry about that. So let's try this again. Let's try this again. Let's get the shapes in there. Let's get the rectangle. Try this one more time. So here we have the consolidation. We're going to go with those two candlesticks in the middle as our bottom. We're going to put this all the way over, and then there we go. So this is what's current, and this is what's happened in the past. So this particular area here is of importance. So this is your resistance, and this is where your support is at the current moment. So right now we've had some support, upward movement here. Momentum is curling around to go back up, and we might have the same position down here, where in this area where it kind of did the same thing. A little sensitive there, and then it consolidated the same way, come down, and then came back up, and it's just going to start doing this wave motion to go back up. Now, this is always a possibility, but this is not what I recommend doing. I recommend you do the technical analysis to identify whether it is going to do this or not. So if it's happened in the past, it'll happen again. But again, we don't know if the market's going to continue going up or it's going to go continuing going down. Short-term trading, this trade should have probably just been I should have taken profit 2 hours ago, but unfortunately, just riding it out to see what is and what isn't. So let's get the let's get that one off the thing here, and now let's do the next shaped rectangle. So let's go from the top here. Now let's do this consolidation here. Let's see where that leads us. So now we kind of have that bullish flag trying to form on this area here. Not very small, or it's not very big. It's not, it's not very ideal situation. This whole thing right here looks like a bullish flag. So we could have some indicating scenarios that eventually, by the end of the day, it might go up. But right now, I think with it being the triple zeros, we're going to be looking at a scenario of consolidation. I just don't think the market knows what's going to be made of it at this particular time. So, and as you can see, we're already getting that rejection from this area here where I'd previously drawn the rectangle before. So, and I'm glad to show you guys that right at this particular moment so you guys can see it. So we're going to draw that line again. We're going to draw that box. And you're going to see in the black area where it's overlapping, that is the beginning or the top of this consolidation period, this inside bar scenario, what they call the inside bar trading strategy, where you can take what goes on the inside of this bar, and the next 2 hours, obviously it didn't really get a whole lot of momentum, and then it's just started getting back into the Asian session at night, and here we are, we're just consolidating at this particular point. So just a really quick video to show you guys what's kind of going on with the market, and at this point right here of this current level, this is support resistance right here. There's a little bit of support here, and at the top of this flag here, looks like we've got some upward movements. Really, I think what we would do here at this particular point is we would set up a trade probably right there at 49.81, somewhere right in that area. We would probably set up a trade in that area there and take a sell position for 5 to 10 points. And I think that's doable. The reason why we think that's doable is because this is going to become a support and resistance here, and it could come back down to retest 50% of this candlestick here, if not a little bit more, to test this base here. So it probably, I would say in this general area right here, take the 5 or 10 points there and then get out and see where the market goes from there. But that's just a suggestion. And then if we have an upward momentum, I would say let's get above this box here at probably 505, and I would say probably take another 5 to 10 points there, and see what goes on. But I think we're going to get stuck in this black area right here for the remainder of the day. I don't think we're going to get it right above the 5K mark anymore. Like I said, I think this is going to happen later in the week, next week, that we'll finally get some decisions, and we'll find out whether the market is going to get some continuation down to the bottom or into the certain areas. But we'll look at that whenever the time comes. All right, guys, got to go. Appreciate it.